Welcome everybody to the bonus round. Bonus round.
I don't remember what number this is.
Oh gosh, I don't either.
It's a bonus round.
But that's okay. It's a bonus round. Everything's it's a little more chill. Look, I wanna relax a little bit. You know,
put your shoes
just
on the
really
couch.
Just really chill.
Very dirty.
Because that's how chill the bonus round is. It's so chill. We even have our boy Mick Wood over here. That chill man.
Yo.
Hi, Mick. We love you.
I'm dead.
Okay, so the bonus round this week, obviously, first of all, before we even get into it, calm down, Hav. Calm down. You're getting too excited. I know it's a bonus round. Calm down. Relax a little bit.
I'll try.
Okay, thanks. For our beautiful patrons out there, thank you.
I love you.
You're the people that made this happen.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. We love you. And we want to keep doing these fun things. And for the people on YouTube, iTunes, all those fun podcast services out there, this is a bonus round. We do these every other Friday. It's a good time where we talk about just nonsense and fun things and just little extras and tidbits.
Yeah.
This is like the extra content on your DVDs you don't have anymore because it's 2018.
That's true. These are the bonus features.
The bonus features.
Yeah.
But if you want to help with that, go to patreon.com/multiplayer where you can check out all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Over there you can read about. Anyways, let's get into it. So
Sure.
on our last episode, where Mick Wood wasn't here, we were talking about Nintendo and their last Direct. And our the things we were complaining about, and we were there were things we were excited about.
Yep.
And then there were more things we were complaining about, mostly on the Nintendo Online side.
Yeah.
So I figured with this bonus round we could talk about Nintendo Online in even greater depth than we just did, which was like a solid half hour of that last episode.
Yeah.
But we're gonna dive even deeper, just right into the nitty gritty.
Yep.
With Nintendo Online. And I was thinking, if we had to, if you were Frank Nintendo, head of the of Nintendo and the Nintendo fortune,
Yep.
heir to the Nintendo throne.
The Nintendo throne, yeah.
There's a weird N-shaped chair in Nintendo's headquarters.
Sounds uncomfortable.
It is, but if you're the king, you just do what you got to do.
Deal with it.
Yep.
Got it.
But if you were Frank Nintendo, how would you make Nintendo's online infrastructure awesome? How are you going to just compete with PSN and PlayStation Plus? How are you going to compete with Xbox Live? How are you going to compete with Mick Wood?
It's tough. It's tough to compete with Mick Wood.
Hi, Mick.
He's one of a kind, that's for sure. So first thing I would do, and I mentioned this in the previous our last episode, the demos that are going to be coming out, the Nintendo Entertainment System online demos, the mouthful.
It's super mouthful.
I would give people the option of, clearly you can play those games and you can play the online mode where it'll be either competitive or co-op, whatever.
Right.
I would give people the option to purchase it and have a digital copy of that game, that classic old game.
Yeah.
So let's use Balloon Fight as an example, just because.
So it's a good game.
Yeah, and a game that could clearly work online.
Yep.
With multiplayer. I would give people the opportunity, you're right, you've got this game downloaded. We don't know if Nintendo is going to be like Netflixy, where it's like it's up there for a certain amount of time. It's going to come down eventually. Give people the chance to buy it, just right there. So that way, whenever Nintendo moves on, you've got a digital copy. And just to make it not so you have everything in your corner and Nintendo doesn't, I would take away the online feature for people who buy it. And they'll play it online when Nintendo is saying, all right, this is what's up this month.
Right.
Because we still don't know what's going to be, if things are going to be permanent, if they're going to be temporary. So either way, you're only going to be able to play those games online when Nintendo says so.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then let them have a little bit of power but still allow you to keep that game for yourself if that game is ever taken down from their, monthly whatever. Second thing I would do, and this is more of a hardware, put in the infrastructure for a regular voice chat, none of this voice smartphone application.
Yeah.
Make a Pro controller that has a 3.5 millimeter jack, and you could plug in a headphone. It
would be nice.
Yeah, I think those two huge things. One of them is a hardware as well as infrastructure, and one is solely infrastructure. But I think those two things would really push it over the top, because if you told me, like, hey, you're going to be able to play Super Mario Brothers, and you can play it online with your friends, wherever they are. Awesome. It's only up there for as long as we say. You know, we'll have games switching in and out. So those online features are only when we have those games available. But if you really like playing that game, you can continue to play it solo by purchasing a digital copy. If we ever decide to put it back up on the online service, then you can activate online play again. But for the time being, if it's taken down, you can do solo play. If it's up there, you can do solo play or online play.
Yeah.
I think that's a very good medium. I think it's a good compromise for the Netflix style thing they want to go for.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. Where it's like I would be so down for instead of like just a permanent library, which it kind of seems that way, but who knows? Because Nintendo has a hard time just explaining a simple concept.
They won't just say it.
It's their thing, and they have a hard time explaining.
Yeah.
It. But if instead of like just that permanent library of just some NES games. Just like in the last episode, we were just talking about all like, branch out. Like, give me those NES games, but give me Super Nintendo and 64 at the very least. But if you can throw in like even Game Boy games and throw in some Game Boy Advance games, there's a lot of games that are just kind of stuck behind those walls where it's just like you can't really.
There's no way to play a Game Boy game.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, give me like Kirby's Dream Land. Like, somebody was talking about that game the other day. I was like, oh man, it's been so many years since I've played that.
Or like Super Mario Land.
Yeah, it's Super Mario Land 2 is on point, legit. Like, that game is so good. I love the music. I love the weird claw machine game.
Yeah.
Like, it's all so good, but
first game that Mario went to space, not Mario Galaxy. Just saying, he went to space in that game.
Yeah, so it's just like things like that. Give me that stuff again.
Yeah.
And
make it available for me.
Yeah, and it's like, I would be so down. It's like, because every month with like PSN, and I'll probably relate a lot of things to PSN in this episode, but it's like every month with PSN, I get excited about the things that are coming to PlayStation Plus.
Yep.
And it's like, this month, the month of September, we got God of War 3 remastered, and we got Destiny 2.
Yep.
And that's super rad. We got a bunch of other random games that I don't remember, but
well, those are the two big ones. Yeah.
Those are the two big ones, and it's like that's super cool. It's something you can get excited about. Or like I think last month was, I think it was the month before. It was like Heavy Rain and stuff like that. Where it's like, oh man, I can get Heavy Rain. Beyond Two Souls is about, or not Beyond Two Souls. Detroit Become Human is coming out, so now I can play Heavy Rain.
Yeah, just going on a David Cage binge.
Exactly, and Beyond Two Souls was months prior, several months prior. So it's like, I could play through this entire line of games in a month, and that's pretty exciting for people that haven't had a chance to play those games. And I would love that with on the Nintendo side, where it's just like, give me something like Mario 64 one month, or honestly, even more than Mario 64. I loved Super Mario 64 DS. It was a super cool version.
He plays Yoshi.
Exactly.
That's the best part about it.
Give me that game. That'd be super rad. And after that month is over, be like, yo, do you want to buy this game? It's $8 or whatever.
Yeah.
And you get, just like with like PlayStation Plus, you get the normal PSN store prices, and then you get like a PlayStation Plus discount. Kind of give me something like that, where it's just like give me a reason to like buy a game if I loved it and there's more to it I could get if I bought the game, or if I missed it that month and I could buy the game. Just give me something to really get me excited and sink my teeth into, kind of thing.
I would also pay an extra, like let's say $20 is their base price. I'll double it and give you $40 if you give me what PlayStation, Xbox does with the 2 games totally free.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
yours. Like, as long
as
long as you have the online subscription, it's totally yours, because Nintendo has an entire catalog between handheld games and console games that nobody touched ever, or knows about. Like imagine you know, playing a game like Chrono Trigger. And I know that went up on
Yeah.
Steam recently, but still, like, Chrono Trigger can be an exclusive.
Yeah,
Where
it's like
that's
Chrono-
that's
yeah.
a perfect example of a game that, like, everybody loves that game. Like, I've never heard one person say anything bad about it. And, like, imagine that as, like, that's your free game of the month.
Yeah,
Even if it's just one game, I'll take that.
Yeah, it's like, I know, like, Octopath just came out, but it's like, think about a game like Octopath coming out. Let's say it's coming out in a month. And then you're like, yo, Chrono Trigger, that's going to be, like, one of our games of the month, this coming
Yeah.
up month. And then Octopath is coming out.
Yeah.
It's, you know,
It only
it's like,
helps both.
Exactly. It's like, yo, this is like a dope Square game from
Yeah.
back in the day. And then it's going to, like, get me primed and ready for, you know, this other game that's coming out.
Yeah.
So it's, or like, give me like Bravely Default or the sequel, or it's just
Mm-hmm.
like, which literally, like, the team that made Bravely Default for the DS, you know, they made Octopath Traveler.
Yeah.
Hence why both names are completely confusing and stupid.
Or or you know, this is such, and it makes perfect sense because, like, you've got a big Pokemon game coming up. Even Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are coming out.
Yeah.
Give me Pokemon Red or
Yeah, 'cause
Blue
it's-
or Yellow.
Exactly, because the Let's Go games that are coming out are based on the original 3 games.
Yeah.
So that's
makes
a
so much sense.
yeah, it makes
It
great
just makes
sense.
so much sense.
Or, like, you know, give me something like a because I think Japan had Pokemon Green, right?
Yeah.
And it's like we never really got that. There might have been
we got Leaf Green, which
for,
was
like,
on the Advance.
Yeah. So it's like even something like that would be super cool because it's
Yeah.
like if you missed it on the Advance, like I did, then you've never played that version.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably jump into that and play it because I'm a fan of the 151 and haven't really, you know, have dove too far deep into Pokemon after that.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a version of the originals I've never played. Not that it's going to be really any different outside of, like, you know, you get a...
But still, like, you'd want to, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's
That's
an
the thing.
incentive to go back and play something
Yeah.
maybe you missed.
And you could just, again, it's just like, if it's in conjunction with Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, or next year's big Pokemon game, whatever it's going to be, it's like, it's such a smart idea of, like, here's how it started,
Yeah.
and here's where we are now. Check both out.
Yeah, it's
You
like I
know?
think about, like, you know, Animal Crossing coming out. Give me the GameCube version, which is the best version, by the way. That
Yeah.
game is so good.
Yeah.
Or I think about, like, Smash coming out in December. Give me Melee.
Or 64, even 64 Smash.
Exactly. It's like like, I would lose my mind if, like, you know, December starts to roll around, or, like, you think about, like, November. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, our November game, Smash Brothers 64. That'd be awesome because
Yeah.
then it's like suddenly you're getting this weird, like, this surge of people that are excited for Smash Ultimate.
Yep.
That get to play the classic, whether it's like they played it 20 plus years ago or they've never played it because their first one was Brawl or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like that would be super rad. You
I
can
also-
see the roots of that game.
I also think that doing something like that is just an instant console seller. Like
Yeah.
because there are tons of people who want to play those old games but don't have a way to. You know, like, if you want to play 64 Smash, there's no way to play it unless
need
you
a
have a
64.
Nintendo 64 and then you find the cartridge for it.
Right.
Like, that's the only way you can play that game. If you have this, the Switch, and you have the yearly subscription, and it's just like every month it's a free game. Like, I'll just say one free game to make it easy for 'em.
exactly. It's like
just make
one
it
free
one
game.
free game, and it's just like, this month it's Smash 64, and you're just like,
People
done.
lose
I'm
their
done.
mind.
I'm
Yeah.
getting this. I'm getting the Switch because I get to play a bunch of really cool indie games on the go, and they're all right there in one spot. I can just buy one whenever I want, and then every month I get a Nintendo classic that is just, I wish I could play like
Yeah.
all the time, and I haven't been able to play it in like 20 years, and I miss it, and it reminds me of my childhood, and I want it now, and it's gonna be right there.
Yeah, there's so many games. It's just like literally just off the top of my head, just thinking about like 64. There's so many games just
Yeah.
locked behind a wall.
Yep.
You got the Banjo games. You know, you got GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. Or actually, I think Perfect Dark got a version on the Rare game that came out, or the Rare collection.
But even that, and like, even though those and Banjo-Kazooie might be tough because of, you know, where it's at
Yeah.
right now, it's still like perfect examples like that Pokemon Stadium.
Dude,
you know,
Pokemon Stadium would be awesome.
64 Smash, Jet Force Gemini, Donkey Kong 64,
Yeah.
Conker's Bad Fur Day. Like, there's so many good. Like, it's
Yeah.
Kirby's Kirby 64, Crystal Shards. Like, there's so many good games that are just locked behind these historic walls, really, because you can't you can't play them in any other way except unless you have the old system and you have the old cartridge, and hopefully it still works. You know, like the old Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time or Mario 64, like. Those are flagship titles in your history, like in your company's history.
And that's just 64. Like you could jump anywhere within Nintendo's library and be like, yo, like where's Mario Sunshine?
Even if it's only like we're only going to be able to do from NES to 64, that's all we can do right now. I would be totally fine with that. Like, fine, you have to wait a few years for trademarks or legal jargon, whatever. I don't care. Switch 2.0, that's when you'll be able to get GameCube titles, you know, and then Game Boy Advance titles. Like, fine, right? And DS. Like, I'm totally fine with that. Because there are so many NES, Super Nintendo, and 64 games and original Game Boy games that I personally have never played, and I would love to play. I'd love to get my hands on them. Like, think of if you get your Switch, and on the first month, you get to play, like, 1080 snowboarding.
Oh,
like that, it would be amazing.
That'd be pretty amazing. So like sort of with this like free game every month, just bringing back the virtual console in general would be amazing. Like, I think about like it was so good for the Wii. It was really good for the Wii.
Yeah.
And like just to have that for the Switch would be incredible, because then it's like all those games that were kind of locked to a console at a certain generation. Is now a portable game in 2018, which is super interesting to me. It's like if I was like on a plane, flying home for Christmas or something, can't even speak, something like that. If I could just be like, man, I could totally play Mario 64 or like GoldenEye right now. That'd be super rad.
And you just do it.
And I could just
pull out your Switch, and there it is.
And there it is. And it's like I'm just, it's like GoldenEye is probably a 4 or 5 hour game. It's like I don't remember like. It's been so many years since I've played it, but it's like it can't be but so big.
No.
It's like, it'd be cool to just have a game like that,
It would.
Just kind of diving into the history. So what other things can you think of that would make Nintendo's Online awesome if you were Frank Nintendo, head of Nintendo?
I would really, if you're not going to have like proper voice chat, I think it'd be really cool if you could do like some sort of, and I don't think it has one now, but like a messaging app. Because let's face it, for me, I'm not going to pull out my phone if I want to talk to people on my Switch.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So stupid.
It's pretty stupid.
I think it'd be a really cool idea. Like if you're not going to be a voice chat, give me some sort of messaging app, so I can, like you and I both have people, and I'll use PSN as an example. We both have people that we know online that we don't know in person.
Right.
Right? I don't have a lot of people that I know on PlayStation, I don't have their phone numbers.
Yeah.
I don't have anything on them except their username, and that's it. And so, if I ever want to play anything, we have a messaging group on PSN chat, and so we'll message each other and be like, all right, we're going to play Overwatch, let's go.
Yeah.
And so give me that for Nintendo, like give me a messaging app. Make a stylus peripheral so you can type or, do stuff, because it's got a touchscreen. Yeah. It's got a very good touchscreen. And, you could type pretty quickly with a stylus if you chose to, or like, do the drag around, you could type messages really fast. So give me some sort of messaging app. Some sort of communication. Nice. Just
we want to talk to people, Nintendo. Just like overall in general, like the communication aspect of Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Online.
You're in the dark ages.
It's like we're in 2004. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So so having that kind of app or whatever on the Switch, but also like within that Nintendo Switch app on your phone, give me all that too. Like PlayStation has that,
Yeah, like I have PSN messaging on my phone.
Yeah, and I know Xbox has something very similar. And it's like, just give us a way to communicate with our friends that we don't see every day.
I just want to be able to talk to these people that I want to play with.
I know, right?
It's like all your commercials are about playing with people. And it's like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
But I also just want to be able to talk to them if I'm not right next to them. Like,
not all of us have friends in real life.
That's the point of it being online. Like, all your commercials are about co-op, but you're really trying to push your online. And it's just like, you guys realize there's a difference. Like,
Yeah,
I need to be able to talk to these people.
It's a little crazy, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I would totally take away this nonsense of like you need codes. Like it's the dumbest thing in the world.
It's Nintendo. Really. I was hoping with the Switch they'd get rid of the stupid friend code nonsense.
Yeah, it's the dumbest thing in the world. It's like if I play with someone online and we're playing well together. Like if I'm playing Splatoon and I meet this person from Kentucky, and a guy or a girl is playing really well. It's like we should play more. Cool. Yeah. I'm just gonna add you as a friend. Easy peasy, done. We're good.
Yeah.
Oh wait, give me your friend code. I need your friend code. I need your social security number of Nintendo. And it's the dumbest thing in the world. It's just an extra step, an unnecessary extra step you have to take, just so that the kids are safe. And it's
it's one of those things that it bugs me a lot. Where it's like I understand Nintendo's like, they want to be kid-friendly and stuff, but it's like, it's not your job, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what the kids are doing. Like, if the kids want to get, if kidnapped by, some weird guy on the internet, he's probably going to do that, or she's going to do that on her phone anyways. It's like, Nintendo has nothing to do with this situation. Yeah. It's like, it's nobody else is like, Apple and PlayStation, Xbox, and like the... Kids are fine.
Yeah.
They're going online. They're talking trash with their squeaky voices.
I haven't
making people mad, and it's.
I haven't read any recent stories about local PSN boy gets kidnapped by man in Idaho.
Yeah,
who he met online. It's yet to happen. I doubt it's gonna happen. So it's like, please get rid of the stupid friend code nonsense. Just let me talk to people and be able to friend them real quick and be able to be their online friend on my Nintendo console, which I love very much, and I just want it to be better in all those ways. So, just taking away friend code, making it easier to talk to people, making it easier to, virtually meet up with people so you could play these games online.
For sure.
It is such a hassle to try and be with friends online and play a game on the Switch. It's difficult.
One thing I'd like to kind of add into all that is actually. One thing I really like with PlayStation, I'm sure Xbox is the same way. Mick, back me up if it's correct. Like SharePlay, I'm assuming it's there.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's 2018. Why wouldn't SharePlay be there?
It's a thing.
So when I was I like doing SharePlay stuff with some of my buddies on PSN, and there was actually when I got Super Metroid for my NES Classic, or excuse me, my SNES Classic. I was playing through Super Metroid, and at the same time, I was just in a group chat on the PSN side, just like talking to friends while playing through that game.
Yep.
And it's just like, I want to be able to do this on, with voice chat on the Nintendo side, but also want to be able to like share play a game like this with somebody that maybe has never played this game.
Yep.
It's like if I could introduce a buddy of mine to Super Metroid, or for instance, I've been thinking about like with Spider-Man. I have a buddy on the PSN side. He's not a superhero guy, but it's just I feel like it's a game right up his alley. And one of these days when I have a little time, like, let me just show you this game and how amazing it is. I can literally pass the virtual controls over to him, and he can play that game. If I can do that on the Nintendo side, like, check out Super Metroid. Check out Link to the Past. Check out Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Check out Smash 64.
Well, I think you're gonna be able to do something like that with their online. Because I remember they said like Legend of Zelda. There's like a pass the controller mode or something.
But it's bound to those NES games.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the biggest issue. Is like, man, check out these games that are 40 years old. You guys want to play Mario Brothers?
Yeah. So it's like they have a little bit of that, but it's like it's always them sprinkling asterisks on things. So it's like, you can share play, but it's just these NES games. Like, well, what about Splatoon 2? What about Mario Odyssey?
Why would you want to share that?
Because it's amazing.
It's your latest game. It's like
so it's just. I wish they would just they could just figure out what 2018 is and what the kids are into, and it's the internet.
It's they're still in 2000, and it's going well for them for the year 2000. So
for the year 2000,
they're way ahead of themselves.
Like, I think about the original Xbox. The original Xbox came out in 2001, if I'm not mistaken. You know what that Xbox had on the back of it? Had an Ethernet port.
Yep.
The Switch doesn't even have an Ethernet port. Come on, Nintendo.
Well, you can get the adapter for one.
I have the adapter.
Oh, do you?
But it's still just, it's 2018.
Yeah.
How do you not have an Ethernet port on your console?
I agree.
What year is
To rely on
this?
Wi-Fi only, it's ridiculous.
Oh my god, how are you going to give me Smash Online with competitive modes and you don't
Especially-
have an Ethernet port?
Especially with how bad Brawl.
Oh,
And even
good lord.
3DS Smash, the latest, Smash Wii U, but the 3DS one.
Yeah.
Playing that online, oh god, it was just it was an ordeal. To
Oh,
play
dude,
that.
the Wii U version
Yeah.
it was like,
It's atrocious.
it's so bad. It's like, okay, so I'm playing at like 4 frames a second. Great, this
Yeah.
is really Smash Brothers.
Master
Thanks.
that lag time.
Yeah, it's fantastic apparently. Yeah, so it's just stuff like that. It's like, yo, Nintendo, it's 2018. You gotta step up your game.
Yeah, there's really no excuse.
Yeah, so it's like, dude, fix the lag.
Well-
Give me some. Let me chat with my friends. Let me friend people.
Yeah,
Let me
be able to make
Let me
friends.
share games. Let me just all the things that like they. When it comes to like couch co-op and stuff like that, where it's like, yo, you can share this game with your friend. You can. You could take your controller and you can rip it in half and you can hand him half the controller
Yep.
and you can play this game. Or it's like, you think about the new Mario part, it's like, yo, you could take 2 Switches and stick those bad boys
Yeah.
together and magically with fairy dust.
Make a new map. It's like a big map.
Yeah, it's like they do
Yeah.
all this cool creative stuff and they just, like when it comes to online, it's like they fell down the stairs and hit their head real hard and they just can't figure it out.
They really can't. It's like a bunch
so
of.
crazy.
It's like their online department is just like a bunch of chimpanzees surrounded by computers, just like just
like
smashing
beating-
keyboards and
just Donkey Kong and the crew, just
Pretty
like
much.
beating on things.
Yeah.
It's just it's this weird blind spot for Nintendo where they
Yeah.
just can't figure it
they
out.
just don't understand it. And I hopefully someday they will, but for now they clearly
Maybe in 2028 they'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
don't. Yeah, they'll get there. Just
The Switch 4.
it takes time. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I mean, it should have taken time 18 years ago.
well, I agree, but it's Nintendo.
Yeah. Any last words?
Nintendo, please get better with online. I mean, no, those are my biggest additions. Like, I think if you do that, you're just miles ahead of where you are
Yeah.
now if you do those little things.
Yeah.
I mean, even just a voice headset. Like, come on, man. Just the fact that it's so difficult for me to just put on a headset and just listen.
It's
Like,
a little crazy.
yeah, like, and I'm not even talking about just voice chat. I'm just talking about listening. Like,
Yeah.
if it's docked, I have to make sure that my wire can get to the switch.
Yeah.
And I can sit comfortably at
And that's
a
if you have a
reasonable distance.
USB port on your actual headphones. Like
Yeah.
I have a headset. It's
Well, but it's also the 3.5 millimeter. It's on the Switch itself.
That's fine. Can you do that docked?
Yeah,
See, I don't even know that.
yeah, you can do that. I mean, I'm here to tell you these things because they don't.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
just weird stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
just it's nonsense.
I
It's-
discovered that a while ago. I was playing on a monitor that didn't have any sound, like the monitor didn't have speakers.
Yeah.
And so I just plugged my headphones directly into the Switch while it was docked, and it worked fine.
Interesting.
Yeah, so apparently that works. It's a workaround.
apparently. It's just stuff like that. It's just so crazy.
Yeah,
It's like, Nintendo,
I
please.
shouldn't have to do that.
Please, Nintendo, please.
Yeah.
Just the simple things.
Yeah, it's
You're
like-
so innovative and so
It's
backwards
like,
at the same time.
don't call a Pro controller Pro just because it doesn't have a wire.
Yeah.
That does not equal Pro. That equals wireless. Like
Yeah.
you had that with the GameCube.
yeah.
Like, that doesn't make it Pro. Pro means that it's got rumble. It's obviously it's wireless, and you can plug a headphone inside.
Yeah.
I can plug my headphones right in it, and
Because I'm playing a competitive game,
Yeah.
I need competitive sound. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
It's like you think about a game like Fortnite, you need to be able to hear people sneaking up on
Yeah.
you like a bunch of jerks trying to hit you with a
Yeah.
pump shotgun.
Yeah, I mean
because they're bad at the game.
Yeah, I mean if you can't honestly, if you want to be serious about like online competitive gaming. Last time I checked, every online competitive gamer, they wear headphones.
Yep.
And good ones.
I know I do.
'Cause you gotta be
Overwatch, Fortnight, all those games, I wear headphones.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't, you clearly you're at a very clear disadvantage.
Yeah.
So,
Bad.
Pretty much.
and if Mick says so, it's true.
Mick, any last words? You can shout it.
Yay, Nintendo, sometimes.
I mean, that's honestly, I think that's kind of
That's pretty accurate.
It's pretty accurate. Where it's just a yay, Nintendo, sometimes.
Yeah.
And a Pro Controller is not one that has a headphone input. That's a regular controller.
That's well, their Pro Controller.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
Pro, you know, with quotes around it.
That's what I'm saying.
Just Pro Controller, asterisks on the side.
Yeah.
They love their asterisks. So that was your final words?
Yes.
Okay. So I think that we are out of time. We are very much out of time.
Yeah.
Good Lord, we need to go. Mick needs to go. Sorry, Mick.
Yeah, let the poor man go.
Yeah. So everybody, thank you so much. If you are a patron, thank you doubly for helping us and supporting us with doing this fun show. We love doing it week to week.
I love complaining about
And-
Nintendo. I can do it to the day I die.
Yeah, I mean, I could too, but I would love to just
Not complain.
Yeah, I'd love to just be happy about Nintendo. Yeah. And be happy about people supporting us on Patreon. So thank you, patrons, for everything you've done. If you're watching us on YouTube and podcast services all over the place, be sure to check out our Patreon. It's a good time over there. Patreon.com/multiplayered.
Yeah.
It's a good time. So, anyways, that's our bonus round for the week, or for 2 weeks. It's a bi-weekly kind of thing, every other Friday. And we will. We're gonna have more fun ones. It's going to be a good time in the future. I know. I love these.
Yeah.
So, thanks so much. Keep on grinding. We will see you at the respawn. Later.
Fortnite.
Yo, yo, yo. We want to give a big ol' fantastical thank you to Jaden Lawrence, Arturo Madeira, William Euchre, and merchant Dan Kroll Patariu.
If you want to receive shoutouts like these beautiful, sexy people, be sure to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/multiplayered. See you next time, players.
We love ya.